We
Yes.
really need to first become aware of us, find out what our love languages are, and then speak to everything else on this planet from theirs. Yeah,
I
do
love
yours,
this.
boo.
I love this topic because love, love, love. Wow. We all that know that nothing but love can change this world and heal us, right? And I love this topic is how do we communicate it? And for me, a big one for me, and it was such a surprise. I knew what it was, but it was such a surprise when I thought on it, how it tied in to my journey. It all does, but also to my healing and why it hurt me so much when the challenges and events arose in my life, why it took such a toll. And I was like, wow, that's why it went so deep. So I have two. One of my first ones, if you all don't know already, of course, is communication. It's my words. I love touching the hearts and minds of people, of humanity, helping to uplift you. It was the reason why my voice was given to me in the first place. My duty and job on this earth was to get your attention, to connect it to the divine so you will see his love and see how we are connected to each other through my voice. It's the reason why my voice sounds the way it is. It's the reason why it resonates. And wow, when I was younger, the different events that I went through actually attacked my voice. And now I realize why it hit so deep when it was happening because I cherish that. I cherish communication. I cherish giving positive, beautiful affirmations to everyone. I'm a writer. I use my communication, my love language of affirmations in so many ways. And writing has been something that has carried me since I was 9 years old. Um, I just I love the magic and healing power of words, not just writing them, but also speaking them. And then I realized that my guides have been speaking to me every time I write. They tell me what to say, and I feel it. I feel it. Oh, this person needs to hear this, and then I write it. This person needs to hear that, and I write it, and then I say it. So my first one for my love language
Okay.
is what? Tell me. Tell me.
Nothing.
Who said
I'm
what?
listening because I think
Who
you're
said
about
what?
to answer my question now.
Hmm?
I love that. You said, hmm? I think you're about to, I think you heard me ask you the question in your head. So I think you're about to answer it now. So I will see if you are. And if not, I'm going to ask my
Well,
question.
I lost it now because I took your face, took it off track. I was like, now I want to know. You know me. You know me.
Okay.
I'm a seeker. I'm
Okay.
curious. So when you
Okay.
change the tone like that, I'm like, no. Okay.
Sorry. Sorry.
Don't
I'm
tell me.
excited. Okay. I'm excited. Um,
Don't
what
tell me.
not what is your language? How do you perceive love? Not how you're giving it to other people.
Yes. That's what I'm about to. Yeah.
What is your definition of love? You know, I mean, people hitting you in the face, people cooking for
No,
you,
no, no, no.
someone making up your bed. What
I'll take
demonstrates
you on.
love to you, Willow?
The words people use, the words I use, the words I use is my highest demonstration. It's my feeling of love. The resonate, the music from my voice. That is love for me. I realize whenever I meet somebody, I want to speak to them. I want to speak to them. Um, Words, wow, they carry such an importance for me in my heart, and they are the song, my love song. And I realized their healing power a long time ago, and how you can either lift up and love. I can lift up and love somebody or destroy somebody, you know? And of course, Warrior of the Light, I choose the first part, of course, of course. And that is my definition and expression. How I speak to somebody, how I lead, how I meet them, greet them, and how I leave them, and that impression. Making an impression on somebody is so very important to me. And I make that impression when I meet them. I love to see their eyes light up. I love to see the warmth come across. If they're having a bad day, I like turning it around by speaking to them. And sometimes those words don't always come with the tone of my voice. Sometimes it comes with me speaking in my head, and I will touch them in that way, touching them with my energy. Yeah. I can actually tell. I told everyone before that I'm a clairsentient. I can feel you before you come. I feel as you come, and I can feel if you already left. And that guides me on what to say and what to do. Case in point, I was walking on my walk about a month ago, and I was walking, and I saw this man, and he was hurting. The spirit said he's hurting inside. His heart is hurting. And it told me, tell him you love him from where you are. And I was maybe like good 3 feet away from him. And I already saw him sometimes before. So as I was passing him, I put my hand on my heart and I bowed in respect to him. And I kept walking. I did that for 3 days. And next time his mother came up to me and she told me in Spanish, this is my son. This is my son. And he told everyone here, you are his friend and you love him. I said, I do. I do. So he got it. He received my message. Because the spirit said, give it to him from where you're at. And I bowed to him and I touched my heart. And I did that for 3 days. And then he told everyone he could meet that came. It was a food stand. Him and his mother run a little food stand. And every time I saw him each day, I did that. So that's my expression. That is my definition of love and how I express it. How I
Well,
express it. That's
not
just
One more
not
time.
not how you express it. How do you receive it?
how I receive it in the
Yes,
same
you're
way.
Yes,
you
Okay,
please.
you
all right,
you
so this is the
totally
second part.
went.
All right, this is the second part. Forgive me. This is the second part. I think the reason why I wanted to explain that part first is because I wanted to express how it hurt me when it was taken away. So how I receive it is in the same way. So when people show their love to me, saying things of, have a good day, or that I love you. When someone tells me that they love me, but not just within their words and their actions as well. How I receive love the same way I give love in that communication. And the words people use is how I receive love from others, you know? And that's why it touches me so much, the words that they use. It means everything to me. It incites me. One young man wanted to know why I didn't want to date him. I was like, because you didn't capture my heart with you were not talking to me. I told my ex-husband, the only way that we will be only way that we'll be ever separated is if we stop communicating. I said, communicating is the core. You have to speak to my mind. You have to let me know that you love me. Someone just calling me up in the middle of the day and saying, hey, I love you. How you doing? Just checking on you means the world to me. And when you don't do that, my girls do that. They call and check up on me, or they just drop me a little note. I love you, That means the world to me. That is the truest form. Communication is the truest form of love for me in both ways, giving and receiving. Yeah, I love you.
Awesome, 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 awesome. Did you always actually I feel like I'm the host today. What? Okay.
And you know what? I was thinking that earlier. I think that's why I wanted to start with you, because it actually
Mm,
resonated in my heart. You
Okay.
said that, and that's why I wanted to start with you. I think that's why. But go ahead.
Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. Um, I'll tell you what my twist is, because when we had Otis and Tatiana on, hey Otis and Tatiana, if you're watching
Hey.
this on the replay, make sure you do hashtag replay. And wait, let me back up. Tiffany is in the chat. Hey Tiffany, we see you, Queen. We see you, my love, my love. Um, okay, so if you don't know me and what's going on with D, I'm doing a deep cleansing and diving and trying to determine who I am and detox the programming. And when Tatiana and Otis was on, Otis at the almost at the very last of the show showed us a book that he had by Dr. Chapman, and it's called The Five Love Languages. Dr. Chapman is a therapist, and he noticed a trend from married couples when they were coming in, that each of them, they were not speaking each other's love languages. And he has also created, no problem, Jesse. He also created a booklet on love languages for singles, love languages for children, and love languages for men, because we all speak differently. And the reason I brought up that I am trying to learn things is because I want to make sure that my love languages are my love languages, and not because of a habit, because of a trauma. You
Wow.
know, meaning, what if my mother didn't kiss me when I was younger? So
Mm.
later I identify someone kissing me as love, but that's a reaction or response to lack.
So lack.
So Luna is right now. She is our third host.
Yes. Hey, Luna.
She is.
Welcome. Welcome.
She's so cute. Wait, it's hard to talk now because I love me some Luna. So my love languages. I love physical touch and I love quality time.
Awesome.
Um,
Wow. Wow. Wow.
and actually, honestly, we don't just have five. There's multiple languages.
Yes.
It
Yes.
just depends on the person. And Luna was the co-host. Just a moment, Jesse.
She
She
was.
was all she
She
was
held it
all
down.
over in the camera. She was like, "Hello,
She
how you
held it
doing?"
down. She held it
She
down.
said she said her love language is snuggling, and that's her love language.
Oh.
And one other thing that I've had to learn also, guys, is that the way I communicate, well, okay. First, I wanted to find out if my love language was truly mine or was it a response out of scarcity. Okay. Second thing that I'm determining, and I am aware of myself, which I'm so glad we're talking about this today because this is deep.
Mm-hmm.
I would love other people from my language and not theirs.
Oh,
That's
wow.
what, Angela, when you
Wow.
were saying,
Wow. Wow.
I say those words all the ways to them. I do that. The first word you kept saying was you. That might not be their language. That was yours. And me personally, and then I'd get angry. I'd be like, why aren't you receiving love? I'm doing this for you. And I didn't realize that I wasn't seeing
Wow.
them. I wasn't seeing them. I wasn't asking them. So, or being observant. I wasn't that observer and watch when I give them a gift and they would light up. Or when I would cook dinner for someone and they would be like, you know. So this is so important for us, especially now with this shift in vibration on this
Mm-hmm.
planet, that we stop doing things from our perspective, that we truly sit with someone and see them, like on Avatar when she said, I see you.
See.
She
Yeah.
saw him. She wasn't saying that, because you me. No, she said, no, I see you. I see what lights you up. I see what is your jam. I see, and then I accept you. So that's the type of relationship we need with everything on this planet, with our children, with our partners, regardless if they're a business partner, if they are a marital partner or a couple or
Stranger.
friends, yeah, strangers,
You don't know.
that you with the trees, with plants, with crystals, with water. Wow, guys, with water. I see
Mm.
you. I love you.
Wow, wow, wow,
That's what my twist was, Angela. That's the twist.
wow.
That's what we need
Yes,
to
good
get.
one. Yes, yes, yes.
You
Wow.
know,
Excited, Dee. I'm so excited
Me
because
too.
we started talking about this at lunchtime yesterday with the books from our guides, and this is what we're speaking about. It's a children's book. It's a book that my guides used to show me what Dee is explaining. Because I was on a rampage. I want to help. 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 But I was helping people with my love language. I wasn't helping people with their love language. So when I opened, before I went into opening, and this comes after I opened the portal. It comes right after I opened the portal. So on 11/11, before I opened the portal, I sat with my family, and I said, I know I've been in a rampage for a year, but I've been looking for the people and the places that I needed to be in order for us to elevate as a family, because I never wanted to leave any of you guys behind. But I needed to go on my own journey, so that I can find out who I truly am at the core of my being, the light that lights me up and that lights up other people. Yeah. So the day that I went into the extended walk, this is one of the books that was used. But yesterday, when we were after the call, and Diana was here. We allow Diana to be on the show. We usually don't allow people to be on the show on Mondays through Fridays, but Spirit wanted to do something with her, so we allowed it to be, right? We are that crew. If Spirit said you go for it, we are going for it.
That's right.
Because our spiritual team knows more than us. So we allowed it to be, and we finished the show, and we gave her some guidance based on what her angels and guides and spiritual team wanted her to listen to. But after that finished, she was speaking about love language and how her love language was. And I was like, oh, and then Spirit's like, oh, so I guess we're talking about love language tomorrow. And we all got the call. We all got the call. We all got the list, and we all got it. So after I finished with that and finished lunch and all of that, Spirit said, why don't you read the book now? So I read the book, and that is what came through of what I was doing, what I personally was doing. So before the 11/11, so that on the 11/11 night, I asked all of my everybody. I said, my daughter, I said, listen, we got to find out who's everybody's love language so that we can extend this and we can go bigger. So I have everybody here because we wrote it down. We wrote it down on my refrigerator, and we had it there. And that's something that I would highly advise as a parent, as a woman, as a human being, and as a spiritual being, for you to do this for yourself and for your family, because it's important. Because the reason why Spirit gave me that book in my awakening was because 88.5% of Americans were divorced. That was before the pandemic.
right.
So now after the pandemic, if you Google those numbers, you're going to be flabbergasted, because it's out of this world. So that was just the tip of the iceberg. And when Spirit showed me that and said, this is what's going on in the world right now. Do you want to travel with your husband, or do you want to leave him behind like the rest of the people? Because being marriage is a commitment. It is a sacred union. So I went there and I said, oh, sacred. And yes, there were mistakes along the way, but that's because we were in a situations. But those were mistakes so that we can elevate and we can be amazing. So that when I have my ring on my finger again, it was taken away from me. My spirit and by my spiritual team, it will be the union that it was intended to be. So I'm not doing this for me, just for me. I am doing this for all of us. So yeah, like Dee is saying. So I went and I asked my daughter, we gotta find out everybody's love language. So my oldest daughter, her love language is quality time, act of service. My middle daughter is words of affirmation and act of service. My son is physical touch and act of service. My husband is act of service and gift receiving. Mine is act of service and physical touch and words of affirmation. So if you see my family, all of us have act of service in it.
Yeah.
So get yourself your love language in your family. Because before this, I had no clue what was going on. We were all over the place. But that's why when you allow your spiritual team to organize your life, yes, you will hit bottom line, the bottom of the barrel. Because you know why? We had it all backwards.
Yeah.
And then when we extend it, when we find out what our love language is, then we don't accept crap. Like the angel that saw me in the supermarket this morning.
Love that.
She said, never met her in my life. I had my glasses on, my hair was out, my lipstick was in. I went to the supermarket with my daughter to grab a couple of things for the rest of the day before I came and did work and before we did everything. She ran with her card, never met me. She said, you look like an angel. Your hair is amazing. I love it. And your daughter is an angel too. She said, don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Don't take anybody's crap because you are amazing. And I am one of your kind. I live right across the street if you ever need me. I see you. I've never seen her in my life, but she has seen me. Get yourself a team. It's just a team.
And by the way, my second one is active service. My second one is active service. I don't know why you and I. Wow. You all have wow.
It's healing in action, babe.
Yeah, my God.
Wow.
This is so enlightening.
Go ahead.
The lightning part was connecting to the other person, with theirs, and seeing it. When Dee said that, I was like, whoa, that hit me. And then I'm sitting here trying to go back, like, all the conversations. Was I connecting to that other person? Wow. Not just coming from outside of yourself and coming to the other person. Yes, I'm just forgetting.
No, it's okay. I wanted to know if you had more stuff, Ange, because if not, I would like you to share the picture that I am in my bathroom. And then you could break things down from that perspective of what I just said. Because that was me before all of this. That's how depressed, how I was, how I didn't know myself, how I was allowing people in the world and everything. That's who I was before I allowed my spiritual team to guide me along my journey.
Dee's gonna show.
Oh, me? Okay.
Oh yeah, no, I can't.
Yep, I did it to where you can. Give me a moment.
Oh, okay, then it's okay, Dee. Then go ahead and break things down for us, and then we'll figure things out.
Okay, I did drop in the chat the quiz that's on And I put start here because, like I was saying earlier, Gary has defined it as 5, but
Yeah.
there's more than 5. However, you need to become aware,
Yeah.
because how can you, because I've also been in a state of mind of that I would not communicate what my love language is, but I would get angry when someone wouldn't actually do it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, but
This,
first is awareness. I wasn't aware of my love language. So I
Mhm.
wasn't aware. I didn't know how to communicate it. And then I would hold others responsible when they were not actually giving me love.
Yeah.
So start here, guys. Start. Awareness is so key. Awareness is so key. I'll say it again. Awareness is so key.
And Gary's been in his position for 30 years.
Yes.
He's been a doctor for 30 years. So this is not somebody that we're just scratching the surface here.
yeah.
Because you know your queens are doing their work.
Did you want me to bring the picture up? Or
I was doing it right
okay.
now.
Yeah, we're going with the flow of life, of how our healing process is taking us and
And
everything. I just wanted people to see, because I know that they see, everybody sees me now on the camera and they like, oh yeah, you what are you saying? You never, no, I know it was pretty intense. You know, it's pretty intense of like, the work that I had to, the affirmations that I have to put through, the journalings that I have to put through, all of the time sitting in meditation and not knowing if that was the right time, and the pain and the aches, my back pains, my joint pains, because all of that reflected into my body, and headaches and vomiting and, you know, things that, oh, society, oh, that's normal. That's okay. It's okay to be like that. No, that's not normal. It's not normal to live your life in pain.
No, it's not.
Pain is not normal. Pain is, you know, it's a suffering. That's not where our true creator wanted us to be, or wants us to be. The true creator wants us to be in the light, in the beautiful gardens, and the beautiful places that, you know, and have take advantage of those things.
That's it. D, I
Like
do have it if you forgive me.
be the radiant color that D has in her rose, you know, that beautiful orange and that beautiful yellows that come through. And, you know, my crown behind my head. It's living your life, and also being aware that sometimes we do hide behind the mask. We do hide behind the people. We do hide behind the hurt and the trauma and the tribulations and the scarcity and everything that is going on in the world. So
I'm going to show your picture now. All right. This is the picture that Jessie was speaking of. I'm going to share it now. Can everyone see? This is the.
yes.
All right.
that was when I cut my hair. I had my hair really long. My hair was down here. And I cut it all over it. That was not the very beginning of it. And people were like, oh my God, she's gone crazy. This was in my work. She's gone crazy now. She cut her beautiful hair. Look at my eyes, how I was just, wow. My shirt is the same. Because, you know, Jesus it's a relationship, not a religion. He's my bestie. And that was the bathroom. And the backgrounds of it was man, green and falling apart. And when I woken up from being asleep for 38 years, I was like, dude, where am I? And that's when I got the commands with my guides. You need to find this person. You need to find out somebody that can see beyond. My guides had me put some things in places so that if people came around and they said, I'm going to guide you, they should know where those things are.
Mm-hmm.
Those things were very much in my backyard. But when I met Master and he was speaking about these things without even me even asking the question, other people were asking questions. Because like we say, some people were strike somebody else's thoughts, because we're working with the same consciousness, we're working with the same energy. Yes. So if we're all one,
yes, yes.
and we are from the same source of energy, how come we are all receiving different signals? But when you are in the frequency that you're elevating and the frequency that is speaking truth, everybody is going to receive the messages. Everybody that's in that call is going to receive their customized message. That's why when you're in our presence and you ask the questions, our guides come together to give you the answer that you seek, not the answer that we seek. Because our answer that we seek is totally different for our evolution, for our family.
Yes.
So we invite you to find your love language so that you can take you and your family to the next level, and whatever that is. And we hope and pray that today is the day that you take that to the next level.
Yes.
I love, so love that we're talking about this. I put in the chat, I added some more words to the quiz, and I said, let me read to you what I said. I said, start here to find out your love language, but make sure you journal and go within to get guidance from your spiritual team.
Yes. Yes.
So important, so important.
Yes.
And also, Jessie, I just thought of a couple people that you left off on doing the love languages for, Biggie and
Oh,
Luna.
I do have them.
Okay. Okay. And
so it was for them, it was, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Queen, but it was for them, it was snuggle and act of kindness.
Okay. and the reason I say that is because us as humans, we forget that everything on this planet is receiving energy. Because when we say love, we're meaning energy, honestly. That's what we're talking about. So we need to love our planet. Everything that's on Mother, we need to love everything and still not love them from our perspective. Look at them. I mean, okay, do you think that the turtles and all the different sea life love all this pollution that we're putting, all this plastic? No. No. Do you think that all of these beautiful forests and trees enjoy us cutting them? It reminds me of, and I think I said this the other day, but different perspective. When one of my favorite books is The Chronicles of Narnia, and I love Lucy's her sight, and how she was able to see the triads and dryads. Do you think they love being cut down? No. And then wait, we can't even breathe without the trees. What?
Thank you.
That's so deep.
So we really need to first become aware of us, find out what our love languages are, and then speak to everything else on this planet from theirs.
Yes.
Woo!
Yes. Oh, yes, Dee. Find out what our love languages are and speak to everyone from theirs.
Oh, my daughter went to get me hot chocolate, and the number on my cup was 222.
That is awesome. Oh my goodness. This is a deep and amazing subject. And it deserves to be spoken about even more than just now. So coming back and speaking about it again. Wow. Wow. And there are more. There are more languages. There are more. But these are, I think he pinpointed the top five, that resonates within us. I think that's why he chose to do the five that he did for his book. But this is definitely something to be able to it's a read of importance. It's a read of importance for everyone to connect with themselves and to connect with each other. And we know that self is first. Self is first. That's how you'll be able to connect with everyone else. And to find out what is yours, what is your language, is a good way, is the first way to be able to reach each other. Because many of us are lost on that level. We're lost on that level because we don't know. And it's hard. It's hard for us to say those three words. I don't know. And I don't know, it doesn't hurt anybody. It doesn't hurt anybody. What hurts is when we don't know and then forge on and wherever we're at in that mental state and continue to give that energy, and the not knowing. It reminds me of I don't know if everyone saw the old Christmas Carol. The movie The Christmas Carol where the three spirits come and visit Scrooge and all that stuff. The older version. I don't even know if it's the oldest version, but it's the black and white. And I'll find out the year, or D, if you could see the year. So when the spirit of the future comes and, excuse me, of the past comes and visits his man, Scrooge, he has this big cloak, right? And underneath the cloak, he pulls back like this. Underneath each arm are two children. And one is poverty and the other one is ignorance. And he spoke about how that ignorance that is harmful. It is harmful, and you're going to see within society how this ignorance will hurt and harm and destroy the world. So yeah, being able to have that courage and that humility to say I don't know and then go search for your answers, awesome sauce. Awesome sauce and amazing, as Dee says. It is awesome sauce to do because that will help us. That's a starting point. We must first inform ourselves of our own ignorance. This is the things that we don't know, and it's all right. So to say I don't know don't hurt nobody. Not to say it does, and act like you do does. Because then you stay lost, and then everybody around you will get affected by that energy, that same energy that you're saying in your heart. I don't like what's coming out. I don't like what's coming out of this. December 16th, 1938. Wow, good year. December 16th, 1938 was when the movie came out. Everyone look at it. It's amazing. It's amazing. And focus on that point. I believe it was either the spirit of Christmas past or Christmas present. It's one of them that came up to him and he had the cloak on. When he drew back his cloak, the two children were underneath, and you could hear what he said in his dialogue. It was very helpful for me, And the one thing on our journey we need to be is in our curiosity is be humble, so you'll be able to receive. We'll be able to receive when we're humble and we accept it about ourselves. It is 11:43. And I was hoping that for this day, Jessie, if you are prepared and ready, could you pull a card for everyone for this day, for this love language day?
Yeah, I share the card in the back office, so if you can pull it up.
Yeah.
I also have the message if one of you guys want to read it. If not, I can read it too.
So here's the here is the card. Just 1 second. I was on the wrong one. Here it is. Alrighty. Let me share my screen. All right, just put share. Can everybody, wait, did I do it? Can everybody see the card?
Yes.
The card is Chamber of the Violet Flame. So beautiful. Karmic release, radical transformation. Awesome. Awesome. And the reading.
So let's take a deep breath. And slowly come out and say these words. Thank you, universe, for revealing to me what I need to know.
Thank you, universe, for revealing what I need to know.
In 1 second. When you receive this card, know that the violet flame of transformation has been through to you, and the angels are guiding you right now. They are encouraging you to see that you are in a space of radical transformation. You can go beyond this opportunity. I am so sorry. Your angels are encouraging you to go beyond. Sometimes you might feel overwhelming, but this is transformation. Know that the hands of divine is leading you in this way. All past trauma is now being cleared from your energy. Stay in that frequency. Focus on releasing of the energies that are no longer serving you. The violet flame is here to transmute fear into love. If any fear is arising upon inside you now, know that it is simply a call for love. Call the strongest form of love you know and allow those inner circles support through this transformation time. You are an alchemist with the capacity to take the leading aspect of your life and turn them into the golden opportunity. You can align your life with the divine plan. No fear, just love. This is why we're giving you another nugget, another tool, another loving tool, so that you can find out your love language, your family's love language, so that you can join together forces in the frequency of love. The frequency of love is the highest frequency that you can tap into. But if you don't know love, then you don't know the frequency. If you've been serving the love that is fearful, hurtful, traumatic, that is what you're bringing into the frequency. But when you find out the true meaning of unconditional love, the one that vibrates you, the one that brings you to the next level, the one that guides you along the way in the path of righteousness, and that is the frequency that we want you to tap. We hope that today we bring you guidance and love and abundance, and we hope and pray to the abundant light, that you take action, align action for that transformation, because the violet flame is here to transmute it all. Love you. We love you. We love you so, so much.
So beautiful. So for that message today, yes. Ooh. To know about, well, knowing love, I had to ask myself that question. Do you know love? All my life I've been saying, I love and we need love and I need love. And I had to ask myself this past summer, what's love? And I put a tab by it. What is love? Do you even know what love is to be able to give it to yourself? Are you loving yourself? When you go deep and ask those questions, worlds open up, your mind opens up, and it gives you, cause to pause, to sit down, and I start looking up, what is love? What is love? And how do we show love? You know, what is that deep affection that we have? You know, and do I have a deep affection for myself? Do I care? You know, and then that caused me to start watching what I ate. It caused me to question every decision that I made. Like, not really question it, but look at it. Like, all right, yeah, I like that. And say, why? Why are you choosing to do that at this very moment? And how in this is it loving yourself? How is it loving yourself? Or is it loving yourself? And then when I would put the things that I learned about loving myself to it, then I would get my true answer, yes or no. But then I will also get the answer when you get why. Why are you doing something that you're not loving yourself in this moment? Why are you choosing not to? So it opens up. It opens up the way and allows you to become curious about yourself and really getting the answers that you need, and they're there. They're there. And it's a humbling way. It's humbling because it gets you to take a seat, slow down. That's one thing. Take a seat and listen, and then learn from it. And learn from it. That's beautiful. I'm so thankful for this day. So thankful for this day. Now I want to read. I want to read the book. I have not read the book, Love Languages. I read the review. I read the overview, and I read about the different languages, but I haven't read the actual book. So now I want to sit down and I want to read the book. And I'm going to take the quiz. I'm going to take the quiz myself. I saw the quiz online. It was connected to the overview I had read about the book. I'm going to do both. I'm going to do both. It's a good journey. It's a good journey to do, because we're students all the time. We're also teachers. And the thing that what got me, I loved hearing from Master Sri-Krishna when he told us about being a teacher. He said everybody's a teacher. Everyone has something that they know that they can tell and talk about, they can speak about. You're all teachers. I was like, wow, I love that, And I used to say that to my students, because they would doubt. Like, I don't have anything to say. I said, yes, you do. What do you like to do? And one of my students told me about how they love to draw, and she opened up her book. That's what you're doing in class when she opened up her book and she showed me. And I was like, you're a teacher. You could teach everyone right there what you just did and how it made you felt, the colors within it. And she was like, oh, all right then. And we're all eternal students. This is awesome. This is beautiful. We are at the 11:53 mark. Wow, everyone. Wow. Anyone have any last words that they would like to share? And we're definitely coming back to this subject. Definitely coming, because I want everyone to be able to share when they take the quiz, after they've read the book, and any comments, aha moments, and tell us about your love languages. Write to us. You can put them in the comment box, so you can actually know. Make a post. Make a beautiful post of your love languages. All right? So we all can see, and tag everybody in it, tag everyone in it, and then we can celebrate. And also, when we speak about this again, we can all come and talk about it. But that will be awesome and amazing to see. I'm looking forward to seeing those posts. My queen, sun goddess, what last words do you have to share about this auspicious day?
Mhm. I love it when Grandmaster says that. It's just a auspicious day. I'm like, wow,
Yes.
Grandmaster. Okay, sorry. I'm a fan. I'm a fan if you can't tell.
Yes.
No, his energy is just straight like gold. I think when he walks, he sparkles. He sparkles when he walks, straight up, because he's so sparkly. Okay. All right, so I regress. Sorry. um, my thing is the words that I want to share today with everyone. Actually, the word is awareness. You know, okay, more than one word. Okay, awareness and acceptance. You
Oh,
know, because it's
yes.
not only just being aware of what your love language is, but it's also accepting it.
Mm.
And then also remember that we're all one. So the more that you love yourself, the more you love others. Kind of back to what Jesse was speaking about, you know, they did the whole family. But the first step that Jessie had to do was find out who she was. She couldn't even truly love them until she, or know them, or like them, or any of that with them until she began it with herself first. So it all starts with self. So do the work. Do
Yes.
the work. You are worth it. You're worth it. Okay, that's it. I'm out.
Do the loving, do the loving, do the loving.
To the loving, yes. I like these.
All we want to share from this world is I nurture myself. I nurture myself. And once you nurture yourself, you nurture your family, the world, everything. But yeah, I nurture myself. So put that into an affirmation.
Yes, 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 yes.
And that's in my moon journal, by the way.
Oh, wow.
It's in my moon journal. This is a journal for self-reflection. And that's what the moon is, you know? So my daughters thought this was just a book. So today, when I asked her, hey, babe, you erased what I had in the refrigerator, because, those things I have, when I am really doing work, like when I am really doing work, things will come up and at the moment, I have to write them somewhere because it's important. So I use my refrigerator as because it's one of those that you can erase.
Wow.
So I wrote it down there, and she wiped it down because of the day that I was that I was doing some deep healing for the world. Because they were afraid. The mama went crazy. They need to delete all the stuff my mama's doing. So today I said to her after our walk, we went to our walk, and I said, I know you guys don't want me to go on my walk by myself. This is why I've been asking you guys to come with me. So yeah, so now she's gonna be going on my walk with me.
Oh, wow.
So maybe this awakened you enough.
That's what I
Awesome.
felt. Yeah.
And she found out that this is not just a book. This is Mama's journal.
She's gonna want one too. She's gonna want one. This is definitely wow. That's beautiful, and I cannot wait. I'm looking forward. That's one thing I woke up today thinking about walking with you. I'm looking forward to that. And like I said, even if my plane comes in at nighttime, you're gonna have to stop me like Angela. We can't go. It's 12 midnight, girl. We have to wait till the morning. Then we're gonna walk. But that's how much I'm looking forward to it. Wow, everyone. My last words to everyone is my favorite quote. To thine own self be true. Know yourself. Know thyself. That's the most important 3 words. Know thyself. And that's what we're speaking about. I was told that when I was very young. It's actually on the cover of our Holy Quran of the Moorish Science School of America. Know thyself. That's first. That's how important it is. It all starts with you. We love you all dearly so much. This is why we show up. We show up for ourselves. That shows how much we love you. Because we're showing up every day for ourselves. Looking to see what can we do now? What's the next? Part 1, part 2, part 3, or now it's part 11, and we continue. And we love that you all are showing up. You all are showing up for yourselves. Living every day to its fullest, asking yourself those important questions. Those are questions that you have been afraid to ask before because you feared the answer. Don't let fear stop you. Fear is very debilitating. Do it feel it, do it anyway. Be courageous. Be curious about yourself. Remember your inner child. Go back to him, go back to her, and explore and be happy to do it. We love you all dearly. We pray that you all continue to have a blessed day full of love and light. Smile today. Do something to make yourself smile and make someone else smile on purpose. We will see you tomorrow. Love you all. Keep on smiling. Peace.